Hey everybody, this is GGB getting into fourth quarter of action and big 3rd and 9 coming up. A huge 3rd and 9. The defense for the Pac-12 forces a fumble. They recover it at the 34-yard line of the SEC Giants, but the Pac-12 only has been able to go forward 1 yard. Aaron Rodgers takes the snap. Former end rush. He has time. He scrambles out of the pocket to his right. Fires while on the run. That's going to be a touchdown to Kyle Allen. What a dime by Aaron Rodgers. He had a lot of running room in front of him. I thought he might have been past the line, but he takes the risk anyways, throws it downfield to Kyle Allen, and that very well might tie this ball game up. What a pass by Aaron Rodgers. Throws it on the run, on the money to Keenan Allen, and Keenan Allen gets a big touchdown reception, and this is likely going to tie this ball game up, barring a huge mistake by kicker Nick Folk. And big catch by Keenan Allen. And suddenly this is going to be a tie ball game in the fourth quarter. And this is such a good game. This is such a great game. Honestly, so good. 28-28 it's looking like. And 14 minutes and 54 seconds left. And this fourth quarter just started really. And it's a tie ball game already. And both these teams need to play their best football down the stretch if they want a chance to win a Conference of Champions championship. Their first one. Will the Pac-12 make it to their first? This would be their first Super Bowl kind of. They've yet to play in the final game. They've made it to this game 2 other times before, but have fallen twice. Can they make it to the final game for the first time, or will the SEC Giants actually make it to this game? They made it to the final game once before, and they fell to the ACC in that game, despite being the better overall seed, the better overall team. Will they make it there, and they have a chance to end this drought of, despite being one of the best teams every year, never winning it all? So we'll see. Both these teams have some very interesting storylines heading into this fourth quarter. Some great players to try and make some great plays. Under center is Dak Prescott once again. Handoff to Derrick Henry. He's going to get tackled for about no gain. They mark him a gain of 1 yard there. And 2nd and 9 upcoming. Big tackle there made by, you guessed it, Eric Kendricks. Eric Kendricks has been flying over this football field, making some big-time tackles and easily looking like one of the best players on the defensive side of the ball. Shotgun for Dak Prescott. Takes the snap. 4-man rush. He has time. He scrambles out of the pocket to his left. He fires while on the run. And that's going to be intercepted. Huge play made right there by Byron Murphy Jr. Byron Murphy Jr., the number 4 actual corner for this football team. Number 4 corner, 81 overall player, makes a big-time play, guarding Amari Cooper, hops in front of the ball, and gives the Pac-12 an excellent opportunity to take the lead here. And Aaron Rodgers, despite not really doing anything since the first quarter, coming off a great touchdown pass to Keenan Allen, has a chance to take a touchdown, or at the very least in your back pocket, a field goal lead, thanks to two back-to-back excellent possessions by the defense that have gotten them right back into this football game and a chance to take this lead. 2 tight end set, tight formation. Under center is Aaron Rodgers from the 29-yard line. He's going to go handoff to Christian McCaffrey, who's able to move for about 2-yard gain. And Christian McCaffrey really been able to go nowhere here, averaging a little over 1 yard per carry. Definitely not 2 yards per carry. 2nd and 7 coming up. 3-yard gain on that play. But more clock is chewing off. And 14 minutes, unless it's going to overtime, one of these teams will be going home with no chance to play for a big title. Under center with Austin Hooper. They're going to hand off once again to Christian McCaffrey. He's actually going to be able to pick up the first down on that play. 9-yard carry for Christian McCaffrey. Picks up the first down and keeps the drive alive, and the clock a-chugging. 13 and a half minutes, and we will be saying goodbye to one of these football teams, guys. And honestly, both these football teams have looked just absolutely phenomenally well, unless we get some overtime. And this is definitely a game where it looks like it is a possibility we get some overtime. 13 and a half minutes left. Shotgun for Aaron Rodgers. Looks like possibly a three-man rush here. That is a three-man rush. He has plenty of time. Eventually pressured. He fires it, and that's going to be inaccurate. Just throwing the ball over Christian McCaffrey's head. Brings up a 2nd and 10. Great pass rush up the middle. Just pushing the center and the guard right back into Aaron Rodgers' lap. 2nd and 10. 13 minutes and 11 seconds away. Shotgun is Aaron Rodgers. Christian McCaffrey lined up beside him. Takes a snap. 4-man rush. He has time. He fires. That's going to be caught by Rob Gronkowski. It's the 11-yard line. And brings up a 3rd and 3. 13 minutes left. Now I keep talking about the time, but I think it's important. It just feels such an important part and aspect of this game. Is how much time these teams are going to have left. This feels like we could have an ending like the AAC Mountain West. 3rd and 3. What do you do here? Trips to the top of the set. Shotgun. Aaron Rodgers. Christian McCaffrey lined up beside him. He takes a snap. 4-man rush. He takes time. He fires inaccurately. It's going to be incomplete. And it definitely looks like you just got to take the lead here. There's no way you go for this for no reason. Just send Nick Folk out there and take a 3-point lead. 12 and a half minutes left to go in this game. Nick Folk out there to take a 3-point lead in this football game. They haven't had this lead since the 2nd quarter. The kick is up, and it is good by Nick Folk in this special teams. And they take a 3-point lead thanks to a big kick by Nick Folk. Straight through the uprights. And out on the next up, we're going to see Dak Prescott in this Giants offense. Can they make up for that big interception? Dak Prescott threw his 3rd interception of the game, 4th turnover of the game. Like I was saying for Jimmy G, you don't expect to win turning the ball over that many times. But the SEC definitely has a chance here. They're going to get the ball back with plenty of time. Obviously, almost an entire quarter of football left to play. Deebo Samuel takes a knee in the back of the end zone. To the 25-yard line they go. 12 and a half minutes remaining. And one of these teams will be sent home. Dak Prescott coming off the field after an interception. An interception that gave the Pac-12 this lead. Their defense did, however, force a field goal. So that's a bright side for you. But here comes back onto the football field Dak Prescott in this offense that is definitely explosive, but this defense is just as rangy and just as good. Shotgun, Dak Prescott. He's going to take the snap. 4-man rush. He has time. He fires it. That's going to be caught by, I believe, actually incomplete. I'm sorry. Kyle Pitts drops it there. Brings up a 2nd and 10. Thought it was caught. The Pac-12 has, I believe, 100 more yards on offense than the SEC does, but just simple mistakes has resulted in the SEC being so close. Empty set for Dak Prescott, Alvin Kamara instead of Derrick Henry out there. Fires quickly. It's going to be caught by Amari Cooper, but it's going to be 8 yards short of that line to gain. Brings up a 3rd and 8. Big 3rd and 8 for this SEC offense. Eric Kendricks gets his 10th tackle of the ball game. 3rd and 8. And if you're the SEC Giants, you need to pick up this first down, keep this drive alive, not punt this ball back to a Pac-12 offense that has a very good ability to be explosive here. 12 minutes left to go in this game. Empty set for Dak Prescott. Looks like possibly a 4-man rush by the Pac-12. He takes the snap. 4-man rush. He has time. He surveys the field. He throws it on the run. It's going to be caught by Alvin Kamara. It's going to be short of the first line to gain, though. Brings up a 4th and 2. Big tackle on Alvin Kamara there by Byron Murphy Jr. Brings up a 4th and 2. And it looks like the SEC is likely going to punt this ball away. Dak Prescott on the run throws it to Alvin Kamara, but Alvin Kamara does not pick up the first down thanks to a good collective effort by Byron Murphy Jr. and Eric Kendricks. And out on the football field, It looks like the defense, but I bet money they punt this ball away. There really is no point of going for it here, and they are going to punt this ball away. Kick is off. That's going to be returned by Christian McCaffrey, but he's going to be tackled immediately at the 24-yard line. And the Pac-12 has the ball up by 3 points, 11 and a half minutes left to go. Obviously not enough time just to worry. Too much time just to worry about chewing some clock here. But chewing some clock here would be good. But obviously the number one goal here is putting some points on the board. A touchdown would make it a 10-point game if you could chew some clock doing so. Would be a rather huge thing to do if you're the Pac-12. On the other hand, a field goal would make it a 6-point game and keep it in range for the SEC. Under center is Aaron Rodgers. Trips to the top of the set. They bring Gronk in motion. He's going to go handoff to Christian McCaffrey. Christian McCaffrey has a sizable hole, but only gets 3 yards out of it. And it's going to bring up a 2nd and 8, actually 2 yards out of it. And clock's still moving for this Pac-12 offense. But honestly, clock's not the most important thing here. It's putting points on the board. Obviously, some clock chewing would be great to have on this drive, but it's not the biggest deal in the world. And honestly, you don't really want to chew too much clock if you don't end up getting first downs on this drive. Shotgun for Aaron Rodgers. Handoff to Christian McCaffrey. Christian McCaffrey again only going for about a yard. Brings up a 3rd and 7. And just like that, 2 straight runs only end up picking up about 3 yards. And it's going to be all on the shoulders of Aaron Rodgers to try and pick this thing up. 10 and a half left to go in this 4th quarter of action. Under center is Aaron Rodgers. Trips to the bottom of the set. Christian McCaffrey lined up vertical behind him. 4-man rush. Aaron Rodgers scans the field. He tosses to Keenan Allen. Keenan Allen gets to about the 50-yard line, 49-yard line. They might mark him. And what a great throw there. But you can just feel the chemistry between Keenan Allen and Aaron Rodgers. It's been working so well. And they're just driving down this football field. Keenan Allen and him, whenever they made a connection, it's worked out phenomenally well for this team. 10 minutes left to go in the game. At midfield, shotgun is Aaron Rodgers. Christian McCaffrey lined up behind him. He's going to take the snap. 4-man rush. Fires it underneath to Keenan Allen. He picks up about 4 or 5 yards on the play. 4 yards brings up a 2nd and 6. Keenan Allen kind of dominating so far today. Really no receiver that's been able to, no corner that's been able to cover him. But clock still chugging. 2nd and 6 from the 46-yard line of the SEC. 9 minutes and 50 seconds left to go in the game. Still not in field goal range, though, so that's important. Under center is Aaron Rodgers. Looks like a 3-man rush. It is a 3-man rush. He fires it quickly. That's going to be intercepted. Oh, big interception by Stephon Gilmore. Gets his SEC Giants offense great field position at around midfield. He hops a slant once again to Brandon Cooks. Deja vu, anyone? But makes a huge play when his team needed him the most. And Dak Prescott, Mike Evans, Derrick Henry, and Amari Cooper all step back onto the football field with not a lot left to go to end up trying to get field goal to tie this game or maybe even a touchdown to try and take a lead here. 9.5 minutes left to go in this game. And this game will determine who has a chance, who has the ability, who has the great privilege of trying to play to determine who's the best conference. They're going to take the snap. 4-man rush. He has time. He fires it. That's going to be intercepted. Eric Kendricks, once again, making a big-time play. He's going to bring it to the 40-yard line. And just like that, it seems like 2 interceptions in a row, and basically nothing has changed other than a few seconds have gone off the clock. And Eric Kendricks has furthered his case to being the most valuable player on this Pac-12 football team. And if the Pac-12 does end up playing for the privilege of being the best conference, and if they do win it, Aaron Rodgers is probably going to get a lot of the credit, Keenan Allen. But Eric Kendricks has been such an important piece today, such an important part of if they win this game. 9.5 minutes left to go, 9 minutes and 27 seconds. at the 40-yard line. Basically, nothing has changed since Aaron Rodgers' last interception outside of Stephon Gilmore now has his X Factor activated. So try to going after him. Trips to the bottom of the set. Under center is Aaron Rodgers. He's going to go pass here. He has some time. He fires it underneath. It's going to be caught by Zach Ertz for a gain of about 4. Brings up a 2nd and 6. Only really affected Aaron Rodgers' stats. Oh, and Stephon Gilmore having the superstar X Factor. Only second catch of the ball game for Zach Ertz. 2nd and 6. Clock should still be moving here with 9.5 left to go. Up by 3 points. Obviously, you'd like to make that a little bit more. 51's the kick from right about here, and honestly, it's a little bit too long. I want Nick Folk taken. 3 tight ends set, it looks like. Under center is Aaron Rodgers. He's going to bring one of the tight ends in motion. Under center. He's going to go handoff to Christian McCaffrey. He has a big hole. Christian McCaffrey has a huge hole to the 20-yard line. Oh, but they're going to call Keenan Allen for holding on that. They're going to call holding. Offense, obviously. And that's going to bring it back to a 2nd and 4. Still a gain of 4. And does chew some of that clock off. By the way, the number 3 tight end for this football team, I forgot it was Dalton Schultz. Dalton Schultz out of Stanford, 81 overall player. I keep forgetting about him, but yeah, he's the number 3 tight end for this football team. They bring 1 tight end and Austin Hooper onto the football field. 2 wide receiver set. They're going to go handoff in the middle once again with Christian McCaffrey, and he's going to be able to run his way for not as good of a gain, but still 6-yard gain on the play. Gets a first down and keeps the clock moving. But if you're the SEC Giants, you don't care too much about the clock as long as you can force a field goal. Because even if they chew, maybe 5 minutes off this clock, which is just still so insane, that's still 3 minutes and 40 seconds to try and go get a touchdown for the SEC, which is a lot of time. 2 tight ends set, shotgun for Aaron Rodgers. Takes a snap, handoff, actually play action to Christian McCaffrey. He has some time, he fires it to the end zone, and that's almost intercepted. Trying to get it downfield, but trying to attack Stephon Gilmore. It's not the smartest idea in the world. 8 minutes and 19 seconds left. Clock no longer moving. 2nd and 10. Trying to take that shot into the end zone. Unfortunately, the SEC kind of saw that coming. Under center is Aaron Rodgers. Trips to the bottom of the set. He's going to go pass here. 3-man rush. He fires it inaccurately to Rob Gronkowski, and that's going to be a big 3rd and 10. Chance to get a stop here for the SEC. You're an SEC fan, and force a 43-yard field goal by Nick Folk. That would be a 6-point game, and the SEC would have a chance to try and go down the field and take a 1-point lead. Shotgun here for Aaron Rodgers. Trips to the bottom of the set. Takes the snap. He has time. He fires it. That's going to be completed. Big catch there made by Robert Woods to pick up the first down and keep this drive alive. 8 minutes and counting here. Big catch by Robert Woods. Robert Woods has not been as involved today as he was against the FCS Division II, Division III Pack. But regardless, big conversion there. Mika Fitzpatrick does make the tackle, but it's not enough to stop Robert Woods from picking up that first down. And 16 yards away from taking a 2-position lead is the Pac-12. Shotgun is Aaron Rodgers. Looks like possibly a blitz, although I bet they drop out of it with the mid. Takes a snap. He fires it, and it's going to be incomplete, trying to get it over there to Brandon Cooks. Brings up a 2nd and 10 with 7 minutes and 42 seconds left in this game. And the SEC fans are rather excited, trying to maybe force some miscommunication between the offense here. Shotgun, they bring a 4th man on the blitz. He's able to fire it and get it to Robert Woods, who has ended up picking up the first down, I believe. 1st and goal. And Robert Woods has been so crucial on this drive, so huge in this possibly, let's at least I'll put it this way, putting the Pac-12 in a good position to win this football game if they get a touchdown here. And if they do, it's a lot on Robert Woods. Shotgun for Aaron Rodgers. Takes the snap. He fires it into the end zone. That's going to be a caught. Touchdown, Rob Gronkowski. Looked like it possibly could be a bad pass into the end zone that could result in an interception, but Rob Gronkowski comes away with it, and they get a touchdown. That could be a 10-point lead, and that could be rather crucial in winning this football game. 7 minutes and 9 seconds left, so plenty of time left for the SEC to lead a drive down the field that results in either a field goal or a touchdown. Honestly, if Rob Gronkowski doesn't react in time enough for that, that could easily be a pick. But Gronk does. He gets a big touchdown. And on to kick this extra point is Nick Folk. Chance to make it a 10-point game. The kick is up and it is straight through the uprights by Nick Folk. It is a 10-point ball game, ladies and gentlemen. Aaron Rodgers will definitely not be imperfect on that drive. Puts his team in an excellent position to win. Obviously, the defense has to slow down the SEC. SEC still has a chance here. 7 minutes and 9 seconds left is plenty of time to go down this football field and get a touchdown and a field goal. I'm sorry. But right now, the Pac-12 has put themselves in an excellent position, but the SEC is far from out of it right here. A good drive is all they need that results in any points, and they are right back in this thing. They still have all three of their timeouts. They definitely have a chance to win, to at least send this thing to overtime. Deebo Samuel takes a knee in the back of the end zone, sending it to the 25-yard line. And Dak Prescott returns to the football field. And you gotta feel kind of bad if you're Dak Prescott. Your defense, or at least Stephon Gilmore, give you an excellent opportunity. I mean, like an excellent opportunity to either tie the game or take the lead. And right after you get an interception at the 40-yard line, you throw and straight away another interception, which is just got to be so sad if you're an SEC fan. Four-man rush, he fires it. That's going to be completed to Alvin Kamara. Gets 7 yards on that play. And the clock is still a-chugging. Clock is definitely not on the SEC side. It's not the most important thing in the world. Obviously, just getting your things together and driving down this football field and getting a touchdown is the most important thing you got to be focusing if you're the SEC. Obviously, clock's going to matter a little bit. He's going to go play action, Alvin Kamara. He's going to fire it. It's going to be caught. And that's going to be a lot of running room. He's going. He might be gone. And Justin Jefferson is. Touchdown. Justin Jefferson, a long, long touchdown. And just like that, they made it a 3-point ball game with 6.5 minutes left. And this is what you couldn't do if you're the Pac-12. You couldn't allow a quick touchdown. 6.5 minutes left to play is plenty of time here. Dak Prescott hits Justin Jefferson in stride, and it's just so much wide open running room for Justin Jefferson. He gets in the end zone, and an extra point makes this a 3-point ball game, ladies and gentlemen. Like I said, it is far from over here. The Pac-12 defense lets up a quick touchdown. 6.5 minutes left to play. And we could be heading towards the finale as good as the AAC Mountain West game. This is the episode probably going to go a little bit longer. 23 minutes already in. And 6.5 minutes left in this game. So, I mean, like, there's going to be stoppages of clock as well. And right now it's a possibility of going well over 30 minutes here. Big drive coming up here for the Pac-12. They had a drive last time. It started with them only being up by 3 points. And they needed to keep the drive alive and get some points, and they ended up getting a touchdown after throwing an interception, but after Dak Prescott threw that interception right back. Evan McPherson kicks this ball straight away. This is going to be a returnable to Christian McCaffrey. He's going to bring it up the middle, and he's going to get it to about the 25-yard line, but he chew about 5 seconds of clock there, and every second matters a little bit here down the stretch. And onto the field comes Keenan Allen, and Rob Gronkowski, and easily the two best offensive players on this football field outside of Aaron Rodgers. There have been the two most reliable offensive threats. I'm a little bit worried about going towards Brandon Cooks simply because Stephon Gilmore seems to be covering him a lot, and Aaron Rodgers have had some bad luck with Stephon Gilmore. Shotgun for Aaron Rodgers. He's going to go handoff to Christian McCaffrey up the middle. Christian McCaffrey gets about 2 yards. The clock keeps moving. About 3 yards, actually, on that play. Obviously, for the Pac-12, you can't just go for chewing clock here. Even if you do chew 2 minutes, it's still 4 minutes, and you're only up by 3 points. So, obviously, you need to have a drive, but chewing clock is also not a bad choice here. 2 tight end set, shotgun for Aaron Rodgers. Takes the snap, he fires it quickly, and that's almost intercepted. Trying to throw it into the back of Rob Gronkowski. Doesn't get turned around in time, and goes straight past him. Almost intercepted there. 5 minutes and 57 seconds left in this fourth quarter of action, and this is a big third down. A rather huge third down for the Pac-12. This is a game-defining third down. Can Aaron Rodgers pick it up, or can the SEC defense get a stop? Shotgun, Aaron Rodgers takes the snap. 4-man rush. He scrambles out to his left, fires on the run, able to get it to Rob Gronkowski, and I believe he kicks up the first down just enough, and he does pick up the first down. Big conversion by Rob Gronkowski and Aaron Rodgers. Aaron Rodgers looked very uncomfortable in that pocket. He's able to pick it up nonetheless. 5 minutes and 43 seconds left, and the clock keeps chugging. And this is what you want if you're the Pac-12. Obviously, you can't be worrying just about clock. You need to keep getting first downs. But chewing some clock would also be a very valuable thing to do right here. I'd be taking this play clock down to about 1 second every single time. They bring 3 tight ends out onto the football field. Under center is Aaron Rodgers. Christian McCaffrey lineup circle behind him. He's going to bring one of his, I believe, Schultz in motion. They're going to go handoff up the middle, and Christian McCaffrey's going to get about 3 yards before he gets tackled. Again, Christian McCaffrey he's getting close to averaging about 2 yards per carry. Gets about 3 yards on that play. And the clock is still moving, though, and that's an important thing for the Pac-12, and it's a bad thing for the SEC, but you still have plenty of time left here for the SEC. Shotgun for Aaron Rodgers. He's going to go handoff to Christian McCaffrey once again, and Christian McCaffrey's going to fight his way to the 40-yard line, gain about 1 on that play. Going to bring up another big 3rd and 6. 40-yard line. Shoot a little bit more clock here if you're the Pac-12, but still giving them the ball back with about 4 minutes and 3 timeouts is a recipe for disaster. You need to pick it up if you're Aaron Rodgers. Shotgun here, trips to the top of the set. Takes the snap. 4-man rush. He has time. He fires it. That's going to be completed to Keenan Allen over the middle. Going to pick up the first down and keep the drive alive. And this is what the offense has been doing so far this drive. It's just rely on Aaron Rodgers to make a play on third down after Christian McCaffrey has gained 3 or 4 yards on 2 downs. Just chewed some clock. Jamal Adams there with the tackle on that one. And right now, you could chew about 2 more minutes off this clock if you're the Pac-12. That could be pretty. That's some sweet things right there. Trips to the top of the set. Shotgun for Aaron Rodgers. Takes the snap. He's actually going to pass here. Fires on the run. It's going to be inaccurate. Trying to get it to Gronk. But is an incomplete pass, and that does stop the clock. And that's very good for the SEC Giants. And any of you who want an overtime game, it is very good for you as well, because you're going to need the SEC Giants to get the ball back if you want any chance at an overtime game. Okay, under center once again is Aaron Rodgers. 2 tight end set. He's going to hand off to the outside of Christian McCaffrey. He has some blocks on the outside. He cuts upwards, ends up getting 3 yards on the play, bringing up a 4 yards. 3rd and 6 coming up, and a chance again for a big stop on the SEC side of things. And on the other side of things, if you're the Pac-12, if you don't pick this up, you could be punting them the ball with about 3 minutes on the clock. Shotgun, Aaron Rodgers. He takes the snap. 4-man rush. He has time. He's scrambling in the pocket. He's eventually pressured. He throws on the run, and that's going to be incomplete. Trying to force it in there to Keenan Allen, and the SEC gets a big stop at the 50-yard line. Johnny Hekker out there to punt this ball away. Johnny Hekker has not had the best game punting. So if you're the SEC, you could expect some good field position. And if you're Dak Prescott, you have a chance to go down this field and be a hero for this SEC team and a heartbreaker for the Pac-12. This is actually going to be a good punt. It lands at about the 10. It's going to stop at about the 8-yard line, and it's officially touchdown with 3 minutes and 3 seconds left. And if you're Dak Prescott, you can go 92 yards in 3 minutes and 3 seconds with 3 timeouts. You can be a hero for SEC fans everywhere and punch your ticket to play either the Big Ten or the ACC. You guys are going to know before I do. Unfortunately, I'm recording this one first because I don't really have time to record the Big Ten ACC game right now, as I explained earlier. But 8-yard line. And a field goal would send it to overtime, by the way. So a touchdown would win it in regulation. A field goal would likely send it to overtime. Shotgun for Dak Prescott. Derrick Henry lined up beside him. He's going to go pass here. He has some time. He fires it underneath. It's going to be caught by Justin Jefferson. Justin Jefferson going to get tackled about the 16-yard line. Not quite a first down, 2nd and 2. Clock still moving. Again, clock is not exactly on the SEC Giants' hand. It's not on their side, but it's not exactly their biggest threat right now either. You still have 3 timeouts, although, and 3 minutes, so you can definitely drive down this football field and get a touchdown. But obviously, time isn't on your side. I mean, it's not the greatest amount of time you can get. Okay, shotgun once again for Dak Prescott. 2.5 minutes left in the game. He takes the snap. Hand off, play action to Derrick Henry. He has plenty of time. He fires that pass. It's going to be caught by Mike Evans. Gets it all the way down to the 38-yard line. And right about when the 2-minute warning is about to hit. So, 2-minute warning. You're going to have 2 minutes to drive down this football field. A chance to be a hero if you're the SEC, or just a field goal would tie the game and possibly send it to overtime if you're the Pac-12. If you're the SEC, it's kind of what you're looking for, the touchdown, obviously, but a field goal is valuable here. 1 second, and that's going to be the 2-minute warning. Unfortunately, unable to get a playoff before that point. 38-35. The Pac-12, despite being up 21-0 in the first, didn't score for the second or third quarter, but it's been on a scoring fest in this fourth quarter. Shotgun for Dak Prescott. Takes the snap. 4-man rush. He has some time. Eventually, he's going to get some pressure. He drops it off underneath, and Kyle Pitts is going to run out of bounds, save some time. Only a 3-yard gain. Good defense there by the Pac-12 in the secondary. Brings us up a 2nd and 7. Minute 53 remaining on the clock. 41-yard line of the SEC. Shotgun Dak Prescott. I believe they brought Alvin Kamara out on the football field at this point. Dak Prescott takes the snap. 4-man rush. He fires it quickly over the middle to Amari Cooper, who's going to be able to pick up the first down with a 7-yard gain. Minute 45 remaining on the clock. All 3 timeouts left, though, for this football team. Minute 30 remaining. Clock still chugging, but they're huddling up for some reason. Actually, you do go no huddle for some reason. They showed the huddle. Shotgun for Dak Prescott. He's going to take the snap. 4-man rush. He has time. He fires it. It's going to be caught underneath by Kyle Pitts. He's going to be able to go out of bounds. They call a flag, though. What do they call the flag on? Personal foul, unnecessary roughness, ridiculousness, because hasn't been called all game long. But that's an important one on Jordan Poyer. Gets to the 30-yard line. A minute 25 remaining. If you're the Pac-12, you cannot let them get a touchdown, obviously. That would be the end of your season if you're the Pac-12. They have a field goal in their back pocket here. As long as Dak Prescott doesn't make a mistake, he has a chance to be a hero and win this football game. Minute 25. Clock not even that big of a deal anymore because you still have all 3 of your timeouts. Under center is Dak Prescott. He's going to go back to pass. He has some time here. Eventually pressured, scrambles to his left. He fires on the run, and it's going to be almost picked here. So the Pac-12 forced a big incompletion on first down, but still an incompletion. Stops the clock. Minute 17 remaining in the game. Clock is more on the side of the SEC than it is of the Pac-12. Shotgun, once again for Dak Prescott. Alvin Kamara lined up beside him. They bring a 4-man rush. It's a screen pass to Alvin Kamara. It is recognized, and he's going to be tackled for a 6-yard loss. Big play on the edge there by DeForest Buckner, I believe. Brings up a 3rd and 16. And if the SEC gets no more yards on this drive, that's going to end up being a 51-yard field goal that they're asking Evan McPherson to make. They go no huddle here, despite having all 3 of the timeouts. Dak Prescott's going to throw. He has plenty of time here. Four-man rush. He fires underneath. That's going to be caught by Kyle Pitts. He's going to fight it all the way to the 26-yard line. And on the Pac-12, I might call a timeout here. 4th and 6. 42 seconds left on the clock. They're definitely going to try a field goal here and try and tie the game up. I don't know. I feel like you tie this game up. I mean, you're being given it. If you don't get it on a 4th and 6, then you've lost the football game. And I feel like it's more heartbreaking. I would have taken the timeout here. If I'm going to be honest, if I'm the Pac-12, I take the timeout. I try and get Aaron Rodgers 40 seconds to go down and try and get a field goal of his own. But as it is, they're going to try and ice him here. 15 seconds left on the clock. Evan McPherson trots out to make the biggest kick in his Conference of Champions tournament appearance. His quarterback is going to be holding the ball for him. This is a 41-yard kick. Not a very long kick at all, but he's been iced. Can Evan McPherson make it? The kick is up, and it is good. He ties the ball game, and this ball game could very likely be going to overtime, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you guys are looking forward to some overtime. This is definitely rivaling the AIC Mountain West for the best game we've had all year long. 11 seconds, and if I'm the Pac-12, I think it was a real mistake by Ron Rivera not to take the timeout. I would have taken the timeout when they got tackled on the 4th and 6. And it would have given you about 30 seconds, 40 seconds to try and go 35, probably around 35, to try and go get a field goal. But with 2 timeouts, you could have done it. With Aaron Rodgers, you could have done that. But, returnable by Christian McCaffrey. He's going to bring it up the middle to about the 25-yard line, 26-yard line. They mark him 7 seconds left on the clock. I bet the Pac-12 just runs this clock out. Barring something unforeseen, we're going to see some overtime here, ladies and gentlemen. Hope you guys are excited as I am. 38-38. Such a big victory here for the SEC. Under center is Aaron Rodgers. 2 tight end set. Handoff up the middle, Christian McCaffrey. He's going to run. They're going to call a hold probably. 3 seconds left to go in the half. They call holding on the offense. On David Bakhtiari, obviously they're going to accept that. Brings it up a 1st and 15. 3 seconds left. And yeah, guys, I hope you guys have enjoyed this episode. This has a chance to go down as an all-time great game in the tournament history. It's just going to be one last run. Outside of like a fumble or something here, they're going to hand off to Christian McCaffrey. He's going to run. Just pad some of the stats heading into overtime. Hey, everybody, this is GGB saying adios amigos and good luck to both these teams in overtime.